Welcome, everybody. Happy Tarot Tuesday. It's Mystic Hierophant, sixth of his name, King of the North, next in line for the Iron Throne. Sorry, I couldn't help myself there. A little GOT joke. Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything. Some people aren't even into it. Some people haven't even watched it yet. But those of you who did, boy, oh boy. All right, we got this week's masculine and feminine energies today. We've got a lot of cards on the table. I said I was planning on having this be a shorter session, but I don't know. I guess the energies didn't feel the same way. So we got a lot today for the masculine and feminine. Good stuff here. We've got some insight on what's coming up. Also, maybe challenges that we're going to be facing or dealing with at this time, which is not a bad thing. They're just things that make you stronger, things that the resistance allows for the breakthrough. So there you go. I don't know about you guys. Hey Brian, what's up? I had an intense dark moon, new moon that happened a few weeks ago, and I've been kind of venturing through that energy. So it's been good. It's been tough at some points. A lot of shadow facing, ego self, false notions about myself, pushing through multiple barriers to kind of elevate myself. So it's been a learning experience. It hasn't been easy in a lot of ways, but some people say, well, what is easy, okay? But before I could just keep going on, let's go to the masculine energies. So we've got a lot. So what we have for this week is we have some high tension. So we got a lot of energy happening. The breakthrough. Okay, let's see. The blockage or the challenge for that is going to be the Mount Meru, the centering card, center of the universe. This is going to be raising your head above the clouds, getting clarity, going to a space where you can achieve that. This is also about, for me, I says rising above. So this is not the challenge. This goes along with this high tension. I think the challenge or obstacle that we face is a chameleon, is adapting to the situation. Brian, yep, tough week this week. Drain, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you. It's just a lot. Sometimes it's other people. Sometimes it's ourselves. Sometimes it's both. But it's been a lot going on. Salut Virginie. All the way from France. Ken. All right, bienvenue. So you want to go into your clarity mode. This is your sacred space meditation. If anything is frustrating, you're dealing with challenges right now. The Mount Meru card is a great card. It's almost the sacred spot in the world. I think in the Hindu religion and other religions they call it the center of the universe. But this is the space within you where you can reach through all those, or rise above all those challenges, those confrontational voices in your head, some of them coming from your external world through other people, sometimes even family members. And this is going to allow you to gain deeper insight. But I'm sensing that the chameleon is definitely one that is needed for this. And I look, before I go any further, this is the Guardian card. So we have a protector. We have protectors here with us, even though sometimes we feel like we're not, because it's like, where are my guardians? I'm taking the hits here. I'm the one being challenged or going through this experience, but they're there. Don't doubt that they're not there. We don't have the eyesight, we don't have the clarity yet to see them, but they're there. You have protection. You do. But part of this is us journeying through this. We have to experience, unfortunately. Thank you for the hearts. Merci beaucoup. We have to go, and, this is why we're here, Appreciate it. Much love. Thanks, guys. So, what was the last thing I'm going to say before I keep going on? Also, go to the outlets where it's going to have you release some of that tension. Go to nature. For a lot of you guys here you're sensitive. You know, I've been really getting the sensitivity from the city, some of the most denser parts of LA here. I'm just like hearing horns honk all the time, people aggressive on the streets, on the roads. It's like, man, you know, trash when I'm walking on the streets. You know, it's like, you know, certain places filthy, you know. And hey, you know, I could play my part in that too. I dump out trash just like everybody else does, you know. Not on the streets, but, um, so it's important for me to go into my sacred space. If it's not in nature, you can't go to the woods or to the forest or the beach. You know, go to the yoga studio, go to your backyard. You know, go to your sacred hobby that brings you peace in your garage. You know, your man cave, your queen's cave, what have you. Okay. So that's what we have for the top of the masculine today here. For this week. All right. I just want to say all is well. One more thing. I'm getting a sense for this is also for the entrepreneurs out there, the entrepreneurial endeavors. If some of you guys are building part time your entrepreneurial endeavors, this is also maybe signaling and keying in on that shift. Some of the tension, some of the resistance, some of the change and transformation that's happening when you're dipping out of this this kind of systematic routine that's acceptable in society of just working and clocking in and clocking out and not paying attention to your own passions. Those of you, I feel a sense that you're starting to maybe do that. You're starting maybe to really give more time to your entrepreneurial endeavors, ideas, and maybe starting to put if not your whole foot or leg, your toe in that. Okay, so keep going. You have protection. Bass is in the house. Let's go into the feminine energies here. We've got some unifier cards too that we're going to go to, but for the feminine energies, we got what you're experiencing, taking up arms. Okay. This is still about, for me, one, it's about grounding earth energy. This is also about still that marathon we're in. It's like, God, when is this marathon going to end? I keep getting, for me, maybe for a lot of you too, this endurance, stamina. It's like, God, at least a marathon at least lasts maybe 5-6 hours. But, this has been going on for weeks, for months, maybe sometimes years for some of you. It's like, how long? How much more? And this is, unfortunately, this is like all part of it. I love to say it's going to end now, but this journey, the experience you're having, is still ongoing, It's about maybe taking up arms, taking up or gaining things while you're on the journey. It could be multitasking, gaining the resources as you travel on this slow and steady tortoise. For me, it feels like a sure ride. The tortoise is going to get through its destination. Sometimes it feels like this vast terrain of like no man's land, of the desert that you're going through, of like what's happening. I feel like nothing's happening. And to be truth be told, maybe nothing is happening in your world, but things are happening behind the scenes where you can't see. Because obviously, we can't be everywhere at once. Our mind is finite here. We don't know who's talking about us, who's maybe trying to push for us and make the deal happen for us or help us, in any way. Now, with this taking up arms, we also have the Holocaust card. Don't fright. These cards are meant to be like that. It's not going to be some kind of the traditional sense of Holocaust. But for me, this is very analogous with the Tower card in the tarot. This is about illusions being destroyed. This is about a deeper sense of seeing, a deeper insight that one gains through this experience, through this rupture, through this kind of, I want to say, just torturous process of waiting, of patience, of writing it out in a sense. This is all part of this is one word I came across and it really resonated with me. The putrefaction, this maybe trial by fire, or this purging of false notions, energies of that would lead to impatience, anxiety. This turbulent storm of like slow and steadiness really ruptures those aspects in us that that makes us anxious, that makes us irritable. And for us, especially divine feminines, to rid ourselves of that, those energies that we're very sensitive to, can be highly affected by this Holocaust card, this tower, this house being burnt on fire, these eyes shooting out of the chimney. Heavily symbolic card, a lot of inner esoteric meaning, and this only will resonate on the path you're on right now. So whatever you're going through, whatever frustrations you're feeling, I've highly sense inner frustration, even on the most subtle level. This is all part of that putrefaction, that purging, that burning or boiling off, that eroding, or decaying of those aspects that are not needed anymore. The challenge also is Maya. How she spins. This is about what, the three aspects, the three gunas, tamas, rajas, and sattva, inactivity, activity, and a higher subtle energy of releasing activities, being at peace. This is about past, present, and future. This is also about, what's considered acceptable and not acceptable. Taboos. What way is Maya spinning in your world? And what way are you being pressured or asked to conform to a certain way of doing things that you feel is not in alignment with your soul, even though it may cause severe disturbance and irritation from other people, even through yourself? Recognize how she spins. Recognize the process. Recognize maybe how you're feeling and maybe the resistance or static it's causing within your outer world and or your inner world. Okay? This also means to not get caught up. This is, and realize it, and take some time to step back, and this is all part of how things work. This is all part of, how things have been going. I want to say, doesn't mean you have to completely step out and be a hermit or just separate yourself from that. But this is about maybe at this time, doing what you need to do to kind of do your regular routines, but not get caught up or sucked into this whole thing. This is about creating that inner peace while you're in this kind of web that's being spun constantly from everyone around you. That collective conscience that's being threaded by everyone around you. You could be within the Maya, but also realize what it is. That's what a lot of the great masters have done. I'm in this world. I do functions like you. I've gained things just like you, but I realize, unlike many, that what this really is. And that's real mastery right there. To allow yourself to be a part of it, but not get completely, not allow yourself to get sucked into it. Okay? And that also allows you to, when you need to go against the grain, do it confidently, do it firmly, do it with passion and compassion. Okay? But, we're on the road to that. This is just allowing us to have insight and to help us prepare more for that journey. I want to go to the angelic cards here. We have, for the feminine, we have the angel of trust. This angel is watching over you at this time. And affirmation is, I trust in the divine power of goodness and love to protect and guide me. Okay? She has that stole across her arms. Maybe she's having you to trust her to take it. Or she has her arms open. This is an androgynous being. This angel has their arms open for you to come and stay with it. Either way, whatever you resonate with, it's asking you to trust. Trust in this process, even though it's hard. Trust me, I've been experiencing this for the whole, really since the month of May started. And for me, this is my birthday month, and I'm just like, I'm just having a really difficult time with certain things, But it's all part of the process. A lot of us are different paths. Some of us are dealing with our own challenges in different ways, okay? Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Grateful for you, man. Let's go to the masculine angel. The angel watching over the masculine energies. Angel Prince of the North. This has been coming up a lot. I celebrate my uniqueness with joy and gratitude, okay? This is about for those independents, those, maybe like I was saying, those entrepreneurs, those people here now and in the future who are looking maybe to gain more independence. Okay, this is for the leaders, or these are for the people taking leadership roles. Maybe let's just say breaking away from the pack. I would say. And through the frustration of that, the resistance, the self-sacrifice, kind of the hangman of self-sacrifice, or sacrifice in general, the angel's here to let you know that I celebrate you. I celebrate your uniqueness. I celebrate it with you with joy and gratitude. Please join me in that. Okay? It's there. And we've got the unifier. We've got the Metatron card. This is the highest angel in the Kabbalah, also known as some people say Enoch. This is the sacred scribe. I'm united with the source of all goodness, love, and creativity. This angel really resonates with a lot of writers, record keepers, lawmakers, and you in general. Metatron records all your deeds in the book, sitting with the Most High. This is also very resonant with the Earth angels here. So a lot of you guys, this angel is with us. We've got the sacred tale here for the wisdom, higher wisdom for this week. For both masculine and feminine, we've got Two of Swords. This is about meditation. This is about contemplation. This is about going into that steady, quiet place and quieting the mind to allow for the true answers to come through. I want to say peace of mind as well. We've got those two dualities in our minds right now. We've got something that we feel like we should be doing. We've got that loud voice of you should be doing this, the adversarial voice. That voice is heavily symbolic of our inner critic and also the outer critics in our world, our family, our friends. And it seems to instigate and irritate us, but that's all part of the process. This is why we have our quiet time, to allow for us to pierce through, gain our centeredness, and rise above that and gain clarity. No clouds. And the second card is we have Nine of Pentacles. This card has been coming up for me a lot. This is about mercy. This is about resonating with all the achievements you've gained. Maybe even hearing or speaking to that little birdie, that divine birdie, who's coming forth with some good news of prosperity and material abundance. This is also about peace. Maybe just a few more things are just about ready to be plucked for you or picked for you. But it's not yet the Ten of Pentacles. But this is about resonating in maybe the small victories right now. I get a sense of mercy, of nurturing to yourself. I want to say safe. Okay? And there's something about the tree that's, this, I want to say there's like she's tapping into an ageless wisdom here, which is that patience, that mastery. There's a great book by Ursula K. Le Guin, and there's a great line in there as manhood takes patience, and mastery is 9 times patience. Okay? And it's not easy to be patient. It's not easy to wait and feel like you're not waiting. We have to go through a lot of this turbulence and, unfortunately frustration. But the Nine of Pentacles is here to say, hey, look, I recognize all that, but let's just take some time to enjoy ourselves. Peace, have mercy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Maybe that bird is there to tell her, all is well. This is a great card, I think, for for friends and hanging out with friends and you know, family members if you can. Those who support you, those who give you peace of mind, you know. And also spirit, calling on spirit. They're there. They'll wait for you to answer. They'll relay the signs either way, but it's a lot stronger, more potent when you when you just talk to them. It doesn't have to be out loud. It can be in your mind. All right. Okay, guys, this is the energies for the masculine and feminine. We got that full moon coming up on Saturday, the 18th. You can set your intentions Friday night or throughout the whole week. You know, light your candles, do your rituals, whatever you resonate with. If you haven't done anything before, try it out. It does work. The universe does hear. Your ancestors do hear, okay? All right? You are protected. You got the guardian card here. It doesn't look like a guardian, but that's the trick. This guardian looks like this to those negative entities who would like to drain you, whether it be in person or out of body, okay? This is your protection against those entities. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. Those of you who are here now and those of you who are coming in at a later time, I'll post this up on YouTube, put the link in the profile. I appreciate your support. Have a great full moon. Have a great week. Enjoy the last episode of Game of Thrones this Sunday. It's going to be great. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Bye.